Hi guys, I have literally been trying to film a video for days just to give you an update. I wanted to tell you all about the farm animals that we have now and what's going on our property, all the fun stuff. And a follow-up with what has happened with me needing surgery. Well, we had a really crazy last few days, just running from graduation party to recital to meetings to more graduation parties, and it's been crazy. May and June, when you have older kids, then you have to go to all their graduation parties. Like, we have stacks of invitations. We don't make them all. So I imagine what's coming next is weddings when they all get to about that age. So much fun. But we got home very late last night, and this morning I am headed to surgery. So when we got home from Florida, we came home early so that I could see the doctor, because it was going to be a long weekend before I could if we waited till our original plan. So I am glad I ended up coming home early. I was supposed to stay so I really wanted to go to a doctor's appointment with my grandma, but it turned out her doctor's appointment got bumped anyway because her doctor had an emergency. So it worked out that we just came home early. I was able to get into the doctor before the long weekend, and I had been in pain for 4 or 5 days at that point. I knew it was probably a hernia, so when I got to the doctor, I kept trying to push on it because, you know, hernias usually can push them in a lot of times and gets rid of the pain. It's when some tissue goes through, like in my case, my abdominal wall, so it pops through like a bubble, you know? So I knew if it was a hernia, I could possibly be in trouble of losing some tissue, because tissue can die that way, whatever tissue it was, being stuck like that. And I was in pain. So my doctor pushed on it so hard that I about went through the roof, and he was pretty sure it was a tumor. I mean, he wondered if it was a tumor, let me say, but he was pretty sure it was a hernia. Was able to send me to the surgeon a few days later, but after that appointment with my doctor, I did not have nearly as much pain. So he did a much more effective job of pushing it back down through the hole, basically. That's probably gross for some of you. It was just in my abdomen, and probably because of all the births, all the babies. I have had 11 basically full-term babies, so it's a small price to pay. All that to say, I'm headed to surgery this morning. I have not had much pain though since that time, so it really makes you wonder, should I really be doing this? But it could easily come back. They said it was either fat tissue or some intestine. I definitely had some severe bloating during that time, so I don't know what it was, but thankfully the pain is gone, and I haven't seemed to have any other issues, but it could definitely come back. Holes like that, they don't close up. They either get to stay the same or get bigger. So there was some thought that went into that, some prayer, and decided to just go ahead and get it fixed. So I'm headed to do that this morning. The kids are gonna hold down the fort here. Solo and I are going for the day. It's just an outpatient surgery. It's on one side of my abdomen, but they actually go in on the other side. They blow it up with air, and they do the laparoscopic thing. So I'll have incisions on one side, the pain of it on the other side, probably a lot of pain in between. And I've had an umbilical hernia since my like 8th birth. So since they're in there, it never gives me any problems, but since they're in there, they're gonna just stitch that up a little too. So yeah, I'm really hoping I'm not out of commission long, but they said it should be like 5 days before I'm over the hump. That's what they said. Because the following week I'm traveling by myself in a car for a while, so I'm really hoping I'm able to do that and still somewhat run my household. I'm out here waiting for Solo, listening to all the birds. He's making himself a good cup of coffee because we were up too late. Okay, I'm back from surgery. Surgery went really well. Just showing you, like, I'm all bound up here. I have a hernia here, so they blew up my stomach with air, and they made it like 3 incisions here. And then I had an umbilical hernia that they just fixed too. I think I told you that. So they ended up having to put a mesh in there too. So it's a little more than they thought. It went really well. I'm very slow to wake up from anesthesia. So I found out from my family members that runs in our family. So it's been very hard. I'm super groggy. I'm very sensitive to medication, I think. But they also gave me a pain blocker, like several spots in my abdomen before the anesthesia. So that helps, like 12 to 24 hours. I don't really have pain there. I'm sore. I feel that pain And then because of all that air in my stomach, I feel that pain. So I'm trying to get up and walk and get that pain moving. They told me I need to drink carbonated beverages, which is not a problem. Just trying to sip on that. And my throat hurts from the tube going down my throat. But other than that, I'm just tired and groggy. And I'm so glad to be home. Being home is the best. I got home like at 3. I will say that I told the nurses, besides getting my tonsils out as a young teenager, every time I've done anything medical, I end up coming out with a baby. It was very weird to not have that like prize at the end, to not be in for baby related things. I didn't like it. I asked the nurses if they could just like deliver for me something. I'm just kidding. I was literally making jokes with the oxygen on right before I fell asleep. Do I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable? Probably. This is my view from my little perch up here. Dogs running, ducks playing. And the farmer just baled up a lot of the alfalfa and grass over there. I didn't tell many people about the surgery, in real time that is, but my best friend insisted on bringing some food, and I had another friend send like a DoorDash gift card, so sweet, and another friend that told me she's also insisting on bringing another meal. So Solo just told me, man, I actually really appreciate it because they have a whole person to take care of now that usually helps take care of everything else. So oh, we're very thankful. Day 2, the pain has arrived. It arrived last night. Didn't sleep much last night. But I have some good pain medicine, so learning to stay on top of it, set an alarm on my phone when I miss it. It's rough, but you know, surgery is usually what, 3 days? I think the worst of it is the 3rd day, so I'm getting through. I just got up for the first time today. It's almost 2. I mean, I've been up, but like I haven't walked around, so Solo's gonna come walk with me for a little bit. It feels so good to be outside. Whew, abdominal surgery is rough. Especially when you need to cough. I can feel that I need to cough, but it is not easy. Other than that, I got time to talk on the phone with my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law. I never have time to talk on the phone. So that was lovely. My family's taking very, very good care of me. I have 12 nurses. And I even got some work done from my bed this morning. So when you are self-employed, life doesn't really stop unless you make it. Your work doesn't stop. And sometimes I have a hard time making it stop. So I'm doing what I can, but trying to let some things go. Wait, say it again.
No,
we're not good actors.
Yeah, no, I'm not actually a terrible actor. Yes. My brother is an actor.
Yes.
For a living. I can never do it. I was just telling Sarah, that's real. How it's just amazing. Every direction you look, how beautiful this property is. Yes. It is just amazing. I love it. God is so good to us.
He is.
We're so grateful.
I keep laughing every time. I was laughing on the phone. Every time I laugh, I'm like, I want to laugh, but it's so painful to laugh.
Don't laugh.
I keep laughing. So I'm just laughing with my face now. It's a goofy laugh when you just...
Is there any kind of laughing that's not out of your face?
Well, my laugh comes from my abdomen, I've learned.
From your diaphragm.
Yeah. Our asparagus, we have a lot of patches, and they've gotten huge. They've gone to seed. Man, that asparagus was good eating.
Nice place to have a bench too.
Oh yeah, it would be. It is the end of day 3. Is this really day 3? I've been out of it today. The medicine's getting me. My pain might be slightly better, but I have missed it enough times that now I set an alarm so I don't miss it. So now I'm taking it all the time, and definitely was loopy today. But I slept better last night, so I just kind of felt like I was super sleepy all day. But I've gotten up and walked around and stuff. 3 great friends brought us meals 3 days. And I could not be more thankful for that. I think Solo feels the same way. That was so helpful. Belle had to stay home tonight because Solo had to teach a class at church. His backups were sick, so Belle stayed home from youth group to take care of the kids, and we're just like all pitching in together. The kids have just helped a lot. Judah asked me this morning, how do you manage this household every single day? It's a lot. Actually, I would rather be managing it than them, but this works out good. I'm thankful for them. I am extremely affected by medication. I should never do drugs. I don't like it when other substance controls me. The nurses told me I'm a severe lightweight. I'm proud of it. Yeah. Okay guys, did Belle put you all to bed and you're still awake?
Not me.
All right, get back in bed. Back in bed. Nessa's guarding the house faithfully. Thank you for your support. I just wrote something online on a community post and everybody is so supportive. It's just the strangest thing in the world to have people from around the world that care about you, that you don't know. And I'm very, very thankful for this community. Many times, I don't say it enough, I'm sure, but I love it when I get to meet you guys, when we're traveling, when we're out and about. And I'm so thankful that so many of you genuinely care and care enough to even take time to pray for us and think good thoughts for us. Thank you guys. I will talk to you soon. I'll give you an update. Like, maybe I should start filming tomorrow. I think I need to go to sleep. Bye.